Okay, there we go. We're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this. I think we're ready. I think we're ready. I think we're ready. I don't know. I think we're ready. If my voice holds up, we'll be fine. Guys, 15 years of The Legend of Oz continues tonight, today, this morning, wherever you happen to be seeing this, whenever you happen to be seeing this. Hopefully it's soon, because there are day 1 and 24-hour bonus items that we're going to tell you about here. But let's just get going, because we're launching this thing in 20 minutes. So let's get rid of this. That's the wrong button. Let's get rid of this. There it is. We're about to launch this thing, this Ozthology, as we have called it. But we can't do it without co-host extraordinaire, Johnny.
Hello, hello.
Johnny's here.
I'm here. So yes, Tom and I both are wetting our whistles.
Johnny's here.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's really hard to believe it's been that long.
For real.
I mean,
15 years of this book. You know, all of our books had a little sort of downtime when we were with Aspen. You know, we were doing some reprints and stuff. So had we kind of kept going, we would have been much further ahead. But it is exciting to get back to it and make these books. And this one kind of in particular is really fun and exciting. I mean, we've been doing these anthologies now for a few years, but they've been taking, you know, characters and stuff from multiple Big Dog Ink books. This one is all Oz, all the time, cover to cover.
everywhere you look.
I mean, everything about this book is new, which really is it makes really the creator cool in me like really pop, because not just the stories and the characters, because there's no fewer than 6 new characters across these stories that have not appeared in our Oz book previously. But it's all new artists and colorists, and just like it's like this fresh team of people that have cropped up and are doing work that's just like, oh my God, you know, it's you know, we had our original crews, and a lot of them have moved on to Marvel and DC, and some of them are doing image books and so on. And you know, now we're sort of like in this kind of almost rebuild mode of creative force. And, you know, the people that have come out of the woodwork to really support this stuff have, I mean, you're going to see it. They're doing amazing work. We do have some old favorites, as you can see right there on our little bonus image there. That is Asher B., who's been with us from time to time over the years. So as soon as I had to figure out who's going to do the Glass Cat cover, it was like an instant. It was like, Asher has to do this. This is perfect for her. So let's just dive in, guys. We're going to show you. Yeah. Oh yeah. She's spectacular. So we're going to show you this campaign here, guys, because we have about 20 minutes before we launch it. We have some people watching. Welcome. Thank you. If you have questions along the way, let me know. Wherever you're watching this, the link to this is also in the description. So you can go click it whenever you're ready, and it'll take you to the live campaign. So, but until then, let's just get you into this book here. It is the BD 16 anthology / Ozthology. So the previous 3 all had covers that connected together. Jason Hare did this really nice scene. Everything's different with this book because this is a hyper specific type of thing. So we did it all a little bit differently, but we're going to show you what we've got going for you. Story number 1 is Overman Anu. This is new artist for us, for Big Dog Inc. Samir Samau, and colors by Sean Lee. I mean, just perfect for what we're doing here. So basically, Overman Anu, he's the champion of the Valley of Vo. In the Oz books, there's a really, really bizarre story about the Valley of Vo, where there are invisible people and invisible animals and invisible bears because they eat fruit that turns them invisible and so on. And Overman is the champion of Vo as he went to fight the gargoyles in the Pyramid Mountain, and on and on. So I took all of that information and, sort of reconfigured it to fit what we do. And so this is the story of Overman Anu and the invisible bears of Vo. He is one of the first characters, one of the first new characters. Who you see here, though, this is Renard on the horse. He's another one of the new characters from Oz to us. So he's one of those new guys. And I lost my train of thought because I was talking about Renard.
I'm excited to see how you do action scenes fighting an invisible foe.
It's right there. It's right there.
It's really cool.
And there's more. There's more beyond this. But yeah, it's Samir. When I saw his samples, he had this like really old school, like to me, as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is Western art, Western style art. And I was like, I have a perfect thing for you to draw. But it's really weird. And you got to have this, you got to be able to draw this guy like, and I'm going to kind of choreograph it for you a little bit, but you got to be able to show him fighting like it's real, but the bears are invisible. And he was like, whoa, well, okay, all right. So it was like it was a cool challenge, and he did a great job. Yeah, so that is Overman Anu and the Invisible Bears of Vo, with, of course, Renard as well. So that is step 1. Step 2 is the Glass Cat. The Glass Cat returns. We last saw him basically, as you see right here, from issue 21 of the main series, where the gnomes came up out of the ground. We're giving General Ginger extra keys to unlock the Gnome King's prison. The cat had to get out of the way in a hurry, which he does. And as he starts to think about what's going on, he thinks back to Scraps, the Patchwork Girl. He starts to realize that a city made of emerald that's very cold and very sharp is not necessarily the best place for a glass cat. Yes. So he starts to think about where maybe he should go. And
not conducive to his well-being.
That's correct, but not necessarily is nature. So he has sort of some thinking to do as far as his place in the Emerald City, his place in Oz. This is done by Sergio Rios and Todd Vertice. Again, Todd's been doing some colors for us, but Sergio, this is his first art. He's been doing some design work for me, but this is his first actual art that he does. He's got kind of a little animated style to it that I thought would be perfect for the cat. And yeah, so that is the Glass Cat. So the cat also has 2 new characters that appear in his story down the line. So we won't spoil that for you here, but that was also kind of a fun thing to find and discover. So yeah, so that's the Glass Cat. All these are 10-page stories, by the way, guys, just like we've done in the past. 10-page stories. And then it is the Silver Princess of Oz, the debut of the Silver Princess of Oz. This is Dani Hadiwijaha doing the art. This is Shiva Prakash doing the colors. Shiva's done some colors that you'll see in the the BD Index. He did some coloring in there, and he did a really great job. So I said, "Do you do interior?" She said, "Yeah." So here we go with the Silver Princess of Oz. This is the debut of the Silver Princess, and there she is with her horse Thune. But this book also contains, spoiler alert, the first appearance of the Diamond Peacekeeper of Oz from the North. So that's definitely a part of this story. Yeah.
Tom went a little obscure.
this stuff. Oh yeah. This is, so for those that don't know, the Silver Princess is one of Ruth Plumly Thompson's characters in books. Yeah. Her books are now slowly coming into public domain as well. All the bombs are already there. Some of the Ruth Plumly Thompson stuff is sneaking in. This was actually one of her later books that went into public domain first. Just copyright stuff just happened, and so we took her idea. Again, none of this stuff is direct, like, piece for piece adaptions from what she did, but or even what Baum did. But we take the pieces that we need, we use them in the way that it makes sense and works for us. This was a fun book to write, especially with being able to bring the Diamond Peacekeeper in as well. So yeah. There is the Silver Princess, guys. And of course, day one. That means today through midnight, 12 hours. Here is your Wizard trading card, complete with Joe Benitez art on it. Yay. This is an automatic bonus. This is not a stretch goal. Automatic bonus. You pledge today for physical stuff, you get the trading card. Period. End of story. Goes in your package. That's it.
Sweet.
Simple. Yep. Then we have our 24-hour package of Niai Rufino, who, of course, is debuting our Silver Princess of Oz. Amazing. This cover is ridiculous. You'll see it a little bit bigger down the line here. Ridiculous cover. Just beautiful work. So this, you're going to get the Virgin edition, the line art edition, and the holofoil edition, all in one pack. This is a 24-hour pack available. These will be printed to order and then kaput. We did this for her last Oz issue with the with Ginger and Beauregard. There was a package for them. We'll do a package for the Silver Princess here as well. And this will end tomorrow at noon. It'll be out the door. Okay. Questions so far?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, good. All right, now on to just the books themselves. Here is the standard edition. This is Jason Hare returning. He's been doing all of our covers for the BD anthologies. This is a little different setup. I've always liked these. This is sort of a tribute to old school DC. I think they called them like 3-in-1s or something. They were just cool design covers from back in the day. So I was like, yeah, let's do something like that. So you got Overman, the Glass Cat. You got the Silver Princess there. That is your basic cover right there. Then we have our logo covers, our variant logo covers. This is Overman anew. And this is Jason Hare and Chris Chua. I thought this was fun to, if you're going to be killing invisible bears and mounting their heads, that's what it would look like.
That's what it looks like.
So, yeah. So it's an interesting trophy room. But I love this cover. It's so great. One of the few times we have just straight up dudes on the cover too. So, the next time I'm at a con and someone's like, why don't you have guys on your cover? There you go.
Ta-da.
There you go. There you go. I don't know what else I can do for you.
Yes,
so there's Overman.
Complete with invisible bear heads. So
that's correct. That's correct. The Glass Cat, there it is. Asher B and her beautiful, beautiful Glass Cat cover. The cat has apparently decided whatever was on that pedestal didn't need to be there, and
typical cat fashion.
He needed to be there instead. Yeah. So the Glass Cat has found his place in the Emerald City. Asher B. These are all limited to 100 copies, guys. All these covers here, and of course the Silver Princess of Oz. There it is with the logo and the whole 9 yards. Niai Rufino just crushed this cover. So great, beautiful. So beautiful. You guys won't even believe it when you see it in person. Just spectacular. And again, this is her first appearance along with the Diamond Peacekeeper. So this was just going to be a monstrous key issue for collectors and readers, and get in here and see what's going on. Then we got a few of our other characters. Of course, Gale makes an appearance.
Nice.
Old school Gale. This is Eisenetto Adamar and Elenia DiNapoli.
Then I love the monkeys.
Yeah. We haven't had the monkeys around in a minute, so I was like, "Give me some monkeys," and he was like, "Yeah, let's do monkeys." Beautiful. Then we have the first appearance of Pablo Munoz.
Very cool.
So this is sort of like a Jen Broomall situation because it's his. This is his second cover that he did, but it'll be the first one to be released. Is because we had him do a Goth Day cover first, which is for May. But I was like, "Oh, do you still have time? Because we can have you do a Witch of the West." And he was like, "Yeah." So he jumped in and did the Witch of the West, and we'll have him again in May for Goth Day, guys. So be ready for that. Beautiful. Pablo's been doing amazing work. Love what he's doing. And
it's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And as is this, and Karu is another artist that I have just discovered. Just unbelievable art. I was like, I need you to do something. He was like, yep, show me. And I said, Scarecrow. He went all in. This was fantastic. So it's the Scarecrow up in the tree with her crow friends. And that is your set, guys. Okay. That is it. It is those 7 covers. So a nice, easy campaign as far as new product. We do have, now here's where it gets a little different. This is the first time we have done a boxed set. Okay. So what you're going to get is all 7 of the covers that you just saw, but you're also going to get one of those portfolio boxes that is magnetic and like opens up. You can get like a dozen books in there or whatever. You're going to get one of those boxes with that art coming with it, that Narcelio Sousa art where Dorothy goes back to the broken barn that fell in Munchkinland. That piece of art will be exclusive to that portfolio, and we're making 25 of these box sets available. So all told, it's about $190 value for $150, and you get that exclusive box and the piece of art that goes with it. So there is our box set. That's the first time we've done one of those things.
And those collector boxes are amazing just for storage and
they're great. Yeah, they're very, very sturdy. They keep your books. If you're going to cons and stuff, you can put a couple of those things in your book bag, and they're not going to be flopping around. And yeah. So
and then when they have amazing art on them, even better.
yes. So this is not the final layout. We're still working on all of this setup, but that gives you the idea of what we're doing there. Okay. Catch up tiers, of course, if you are new to the book and you need to catch up, we have the omnibus, we have volume 5, we have volume 6, we have the TikTok series. If you need it all, we got it all. You can get it digitally or physically right there.
How many of the TikToks physically do you have left?
Not a ton, because there's 2. So what you're going to get is you're going to get the Renato Ray set. The other set of covers was done by Nia Rufino. So we've been selling Nia covers, so I don't know that I have any Nia covers left, but I do have a handful of these. So these are about to be gone as well. And the TikTok series, it reads on its own, but it also is a very direct connect to the beginning of Oz and where we are right now in the storyline with the girl in green.
Two-way bridge. It really is.
Yeah. So if you haven't grabbed that, we have TikToks available. You can get it all physically or digitally if you want. We have a handful of the mystery boxes left from the last campaign. So we only do 50 of these. There is an exclusive Princess Langwidere cover in there by Pedro Perez. So I think I put up maybe 15 of these out of the 50. So if you missed that on the last campaign, we're giving you a second opportunity. And then there's the specialty rewards. We have the Glass Cat holofoil cover available. We have the Silver Princess jeweled metal. We're going to be jeweling this one up just like we did with Niai's last cover. So this will be all kinds of purple, sparkly, silvery things all over it. So jeweled and metalled, just like we did last time. And there is a Witch of the West foil and metal that you can get as well.
Oh, it's going to pop. Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, and I have this twice, apparently. Darn, darn, darn. That's in there twice. So we'll fix that image because we don't need that showing twice. And then Big Dog Ink add-ons.
It's so pretty, it had to come in twice.
That's right. Yeah. Big Dog Ink add-ons, all kinds of stuff that you can catch up on. There is the previous 3 anthologies, Ursa Minor, a couple of our pinup books that I always forget we still have some, so I threw them together. You can get a couple of pinup book, Critter and Penny for Your Soul. So that's it, guys. That's it. That is your campaign.
Nice.
Anybody has questions, let me know. We're going to launch this thing in a couple of minutes, but yeah, this is so again, it's everything about it is new. And I'm excited to get this thing done.
Well, as
we by the way, it is almost completely done. Like completely
very
done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
that's
the only thing
exciting news.
Yeah, the only thing we're waiting on right now is really the Silver Princess, because we had an artist drop out on us, so we had to go scrambling to find someone to do this book, so the
Never
Silver
fun feeling.
No. So we found Donnie. Donnie's doing a fantastic job, and he's about halfway through. So he's only got about 5 pages to go. So by the time the campaign is done, which is like 3 weeks, basically, this should be pretty much wrapped up and done. And we'll be off to print really, really quickly. So yeah.
Nice. As we all know, like Oz is what hooked me originally with BDI. So to have this being an Oz-centric anthology is very exciting for me. So I'm really excited to see all this and the new stories and the obscure content brought into the Oz world. So back into the forefront.
Obscure content? What do you mean?
Yes, but you make it relevant, so it's all good.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you something, guys. We're about to launch this thing, so be ready. Wherever you're watching this, the link will work as soon as we launch this. It's noon, so I'm just going to push it. Here we go, guys. Launch project.
Gonna check all the boxes. And...
I'm through talking about it. Just set this thing up and let's go. Let's go. There we go. We're live. We're officially live, my friends. Officially live. Let me go push go on my Facebook posting.
Yes. Yep. Thing. There it is on my end. I have it live.
Go and post. And post. Why aren't you posting? What is Facebook doing right now?
It doesn't know. It's Facebook.
There it goes.
Okay.
It popped in. So there we go, guys. We are live. We are happening. Please feel free to come in here, talk to us, and ask questions if you'd like. So somebody, when I was posting this to an Oz group a few days ago, somebody didn't message. They posted on my post. They were like, "Hey, is this the first time Overman Anu has ever?" Well, he said ever appeared. How did he put it? Ever appeared in a drawing or something? And I was like, well, yeah, all these characters are new to us. He was like, no, these characters have been drawn in other books. Is this the first time Overman Anu has ever been even drawn in a book?
Oh, like as
ever.
in, yeah.
And I said,
as in visually rather than written, just written out.
Correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I said, I don't know the answer to that because there's so much Oz stuff. I mean, he must have appeared somewhere, but this guy went and did a little bit of poking around. Like he was looking at, like the Scotty Young stuff, and he was looking at some of Shanauer's stuff, and he just couldn't find anything that Overman appeared as far as the picture goes. I know that the old books had pictures in them, but they weren't like picture books. So it wasn't like there was a ton of pictures. Normally you got like,
Right.
you know, a dozen sort of pictures throughout the whole novel.
You got, I forget what they're called, but a little like, you know, capture thing in with like either as like a chapter, you know, divider or something along those lines.
Right. Yeah. So it is entirely possible somehow that it has been this obscure, like you said, to the point where this is the first ever visual representation of Overman anew. I don't know. I don't know.
Look at Tom once again, you know, making new trends and, you know, bringing things.
All this means is that next year there's going to be like some swarm of Overman and new stuff. Like, oh my god, like this thing's popular. Like I gotta like, do a thing.
Everybody's going to jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%. So yeah. So I, you know, for me, I mean, it was. I have this book that I got at my very first Ozstravaganza, which is basically a listing of, I mean, I don't want to say everything. I don't think everything's in here, but 90%,
a lot, yeah.
Anything that's remotely key to the books is in here, and so I just will periodically browse through it just to find things that are like, oh, what could I?
That looks interesting.
Sort of put in here or whatever. And so last year when I was thinking about this book, I used this and I just started going through all the listings and I started to find things that were, we got somebody. Oh, there's Sergio Rios. Sergio, he is the artist for the Glass Cat. Cat in here. Sergio did a great job. Let me scroll down.
Yes. Find his stuff. There we go.
There's some Glass Cat art for you right there from Mr. Rios, who is in the room with us. So I went through this book and just started taking some notes on like these some I purposefully like wanted to get a little bit weird. Like I didn't want to just be like, well, here's Dorothy again, here's Glinda again. Like we do that in the main series. So it really got into my head like, hey, let's do
something different.
Let's get into this world. And so as I started to find some of these characters, and then I did a little more research on who they are and what they do and how they would work.
Well, Baum's world is really so rich, and so there's so much in there for the opportunity of finding maybe little known characters, everything else that people either will say, I didn't know they were there, or are like, oh my God, I forgot they were there. This is really cool. So it's really exciting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most of these are, no one's going to know who they are. Renard and Overman, no one's going to know who they are. Or at least you got to be pretty deep. That one guy did, cause he was like, hey, I think this is the first time Overman's ever been drawn before. I mean, like that's some knowledge right there. If that's
right. Yes. That is some deep knowledge right there.
He knows what's going on. And then the two characters that show up in the Glass Cat towards the end, those are pretty deep as well. But as I was writing initially, I didn't know exactly what I was trying to do with the Glass Cat. I know I had this general idea of getting him out of the Emerald City and onto an adventure, but I didn't really know what the adventure was going to be or what the point of it was until I started writing it. And I got sort of to the halfway point of like, okay, he's out. What are we doing now? And so I had to really think about it. And that's when I went back into this book because I had sort of an idea of like, oh, what if he this and that and that, and then these guys could come around. And I was like, oh, then I found the purpose of the story. So I again, it's deep. It's deep stuff. So people are going to need to do their research on some of these characters. But I think the couple that we used here are perfect. I think it makes for a great story. Mm-hmm. And then for the Silver Princess, this was just, I don't know how much. I don't know how much to say. because she's a really weird character. In the books, she's literally like from another planet.
I think you can probably stop right there, because I think now you have piqued people's interest.
Can't add the first day set? No, it should be there. Let me look. Let me look. 1 second there, David. I'm going to browse.
Pardon us while we take care of technical difficulties.
No, because I did those here. So let's see. Maybe it's just you're not seeing the name of it, but we'll find out in a second. All right, add-ons. Scrolling. No, it's in there. It's in there, David. It's in there as an add-on and as a reward. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is there. I am seeing it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So give it a look again.
If you're adding on, you may have to, depending on the price, sometimes it goes by cost, so you have to scroll down quite a ways.
Yeah, it is. It is going to be by cost. I think she's right. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. So give it a look. Give it a look. Give it a look. But the Silver Princess, I guess we could look actually on the campaign and make sure. But I'm seeing it on my back end here. So let's see. Oh, I'm in like the preview. I'm not on the actual campaign. That's why. Or no, I am. There we go. Oh, but this is not. This is just rewards. I can't see an add-on from this side. So yeah. So have a look, David. Tell me what you see. But it should be there because I see it on my back end. So it should work.
Let's see. And he's looking for the 3.
Yeah, the day 1 Nei set.
I'm not seeing it either. I see the physical pack and the mystery box, and then it goes to the metal jeweled and the digital pack. So let's see. Nope, I think you may have missed that one.
I'm literally looking at it.
Interesting.
I'm in add-ons.
Catch up.
Scrolling to the bottom. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Maybe. I figured it out.
Okay.
Let me, so because it's the 24-hour thing, I have the days. It was supposed to start on campaign launch, and instead it's starting tomorrow, which does not make any sense.
No.
So hold on 1 second.
All right. Yep. Good call, David. Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, and then it should appear. So let's see. Start on campaign launches, which means it should be there. End tomorrow. And save add-on. Give it 30 seconds. Maybe a minute, because it's taken a minute to save. Give it a minute, and then refresh, and then it should be there. So thank you for that heads up.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah,
because it's not fair to say no, it's there when it's really not.
Yeah. Give it about another 30 seconds and refresh, and then you should see it. So the Silver Princess is in the books is literally from another planet.
She's out of this world.
She's from you're close. She's from another planet, but it's spelled ANOTHUR. Because that's what Ruth Plumley Thompson does. That's her puns and things like that. So they're called the Nothers, the Nothers, because they're from another planet. But she is from another planet. She is like made of metal. So is the horse. But I had to kind of take some of what she had going on, and again, just sort of
reconfigure it a little bit.
And see what we can do with it. And so I think we got something that works really well, and the fact that we get to tie it into the diamond Peacekeeper as well makes it that much more fun. So yeah.
Cool.
I'm getting messages from people, of course. Always message. Oh, that one's fine. That one's fine. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
It's all fine.
It's all fine.
Yes. And
It's
it looks like David found it and I saw it on mine, so we're
beautiful.
all good.
All right, yeah. Fixed. That was an easy problem. I like easy problems. Easy problems. Yeah. So Silver Princess. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about all of this. It all looks great. All the new artists are doing a fantastic job, and then this will lead us to issue 27, 28 of the main series, which I think is going to launch. Well, it's either going to launch in June,
okay, or
August. Okay. It'll depend on how fast we're moving with the book, right? Because it is a 40-page book, and I want to get well ahead before we launch it.
And July is pretty booked.
But July, I am basically non-existent because of just convention travel and so on. So I didn't want to. I don't mind it running while I'm driving and so on, but I didn't want to have to launch while I'm on the road and do all this kind of stuff. So if I feel like for a second that it's just going to be a hassle, it's just going to be early August or like late July, depending on when I get home. So that's sort of the plan for that. But I want to make sure that we have ample time to have this book done ahead of time. So, cool. And then of course in May we have Goth Day coming. CB Zane's been working on those pages. They look spectacular.
So excited.
Yeah, really, really cool looking stuff there. And ridiculous covers by ridiculous people.
Dang it, choices, Tom. You're just killing me with choices sometimes.
I mean, ridiculous people. If one of these comes off, and it should, looking like it's happened, it is wild bucket list moment for me.
Another one for you. That's awesome.
Immense. And when I talked to him about it, he seemed like, yeah, this is not a problem. I said, okay, great. And so then I sent him what I want him to draw, and he immediately sent back. He was like, oh yeah, I can work with this. So I was like, okay, all right. Beautiful. So yeah, join Patreon, folks. Join Patreon. Get ready for all of that. Man, oh man. But CB is back doing the book. It's going to look great. Already looks great. We're about a quarter of the way through it already. And that'll launch May 22nd. And yeah, that's where we're at. And then we'll have a couple more Oz books the rest of the way. We might drop a small campaign somewhere in there. I don't think we're going to necessarily do the book fair this year, just because of the way things are landing and all the traveling that I got to do for these cons.
Sure.
Well, we'll see. I have plans for book fairs for this year if we decide to do it, and for next year. I have some specific like big books that we want to get done, trade paperbacks and so on that need to be collected. So book fair is definitely on my radar, but
just whether or not you can efficiently actually squeeze it in and make it work.
Yeah. So we'll see. Doing trade paperback at least is easy because we don't have to produce a whole lot. Right. We just have to make sure the book. That's one of the things that really hosed us with the omnibus, which is painfully taking its time. But we just weren't prepared for the work that went into building that thing and having to just alone having to reformat 500 pages. It just was like, holy fuck, that took a minute right there. But according to them, I am supposed to have physical copies of these things in my hand in about a week, as far as like, final approval or whatever. So we should have them sometime in May, like towards the end of May-ish, something like that. Just based on shipping schedules. something along those lines, which means I will start shipping them either right before I go to Oz, if they're here in time, because Oz is the first weekend of June, or it'll just be, I'll just come right back and we'll be pounding those
right
out.
after.
Yeah. So right towards the end of June into the middle of, or late May, early June, we'll have those wrapped up. And because this book and the Oz 26 book are going to be also wrapping in the next few weeks, these will be going to print immediately, and we should be able to ship all of that Oz together, basically in like June-ish time. So if all of the dominoes fall properly, you guys will be getting gigantic boxes of Oz stuff.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, what a shame. What a shame. Such a bummer.
So much Oz.
Yeah. So, fingers crossed that that all goes as planned. Okay. But yeah, that is where the omnibus books are. Just, as a heads up right now, that's where they're at. So
I imagine there's always some sort of hidden snafu or
it wasn't really snafu. I mean, some of it was because we had to, number one, we lost pages. It was like, I don't know where these pages are. And we had to find pages. So that was stressful. And then all of it had to be reformatted. So our letter HD had to go in and size it all up, because it's a bigger size book. So we had to find pages that were missing. We had to get it to him, let him blow it all up. And then it's just, part of it is working with a new printer. So we're all kind of learning each other. And they do things one way, and I'm like, why are you doing it that way? And they're like, well, this is how we have to do it. I'm like, okay.
So they're learning, you're learning, and it's a big old learning curve.
But they're also meticulous, which is part of the why are you doing it this way. So
it may take more time, but meticulous is good because
right.
It's all about the quality of the product.
They want to make sure it's right. So they literally sent me the book like unbound, right? So this is the whole book so that I could go through and look at, like, margins and making sure everything's, in the cut marks and all that kind of stuff. So I could go through it page by page and find the goofs and the things that were weird. And so I went back and compared this stuff to the original trade paperbacks, because I was like, oh, like this page is off. Like it should be like up and filling this corner or whatever. So I was like, did I send them a bad page, or is this something that was bad in the original trades? And it was in the original trades too. So I was like, okay, we can fix these things now. So now we're like, okay, all this is done, but now I have to go in and be like, okay, fix this page, move it around, send it back to him again. They have to put it into the run, So they didn't reprint all this stuff, but
right.
we fixed what I found that could be fixed.
Out of curiosity, was there a lot, or was it?
There was a lot in a certain portion.
Okay.
So I don't know why, but for some reason, once I got to a certain portion of the series, they started getting off kilter. And I'd have to go back again and even go further and go back to like the original single issues to see if the single issues were off, or if it was literally just the trades got off somehow. So
whether
that
it was endemic throughout, or whether it was just a hiccup during the one piece.
Yeah. And that I don't know. But now it's all been fixed to fit and cut right and all that. So so I think it's going to be a really great product. I'm sorry it's taken so long to do this, but we want it to show up in everybody's mailboxes and have them be like, oh,
this was worth the wait.
This was worth the wait. Yeah, for sure. And now we know kind of how much time it's going to take to do this. So if we decide, okay, it's time for a Critter omnibus or something else, we can look at it and say, look, we need to start like easily 6 months out on just fixing it before we even worry about like trying to do the campaign. Like, let's fix it first, and then it can turn and burn, because then it's just printing once it's fixed. But yeah, there was a lot to look at, and I was not prepared for it. Just plain and simple, I was not prepared for that amount of work.
Well, like you said, with some of your other, like the volume, same thing. You've talked about just being able to see the growth of not only your editing and art and writing, but also others, and just how it goes, the progression, the natural progression over time. Mm-hmm. And I imagine then when you put that in an omnibus, that's just exacerbates that as a whole. And again, not only are you seeing the growth of writing and art and a timeline, but also it's the editing and the formatting and everything else and how it all fits together. And mm-hmm. You're like, holy crap. So yeah, it's a big endeavor.
Yeah.
But again, I have absolute faith that through all that meticulousness, the final product is going to be amazing and something we're proud they're going to have on our bookshelves and be able to show off. So
yes.
Just my 2 cents.
Yep. And Niai's cover is just bananas.
Well, it's Niai, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just bananas.
It is bananas.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good book. It's gonna look great.
Well, we appreciate the updates too, and letting us know too what's going on, because that helps.
Yeah,
understand that.
Yeah. So, and then the BD Index and the BD 15 anthologies from late last year, those are already on their way to me. So I should have those within the next couple of weeks. Okay. And so those will be going right out, because I have no cons until May. I think it's May.
May.
Yeah.
What, I think late May or mid May. And then Oz in June, and then mm-hmm. July is.
And then the craziness. Yeah. and then the craziness. Yeah. Then the craziness. Yeah. I will be at San Diego. I will be boothing at San Diego.
Okay.
So I will be at the Antarctic Press booth.
Awesome.
With my own sort of zone there. So yeah, if you're looking for me, I will actually be at a booth.
Okay.
And
I'm glad it'll be fun. They are cool folks to hang out with, and it's nice that they're going to accommodate you that way. So that's cool.
Yeah.
They've been a really good partnership, it seems, to be able to work with that. So
absolutely. Yes. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I got a message from them saying that could happen. So I said, yep, pencil me in. Let me figure out some logistics, but I think that'll be just fine. And yeah, that's about all she wrote at this point, guys. Next step for us, once this is done, is Goth Day. Final issue of Goth Day with CB Zane. There's already crazy covers, but there may be an even crazier one, assuming all the dominoes keep coming. But it's all working. We're getting way ahead on stuff. So that was sort of my goal after falling down last year, was like, okay, I gotta push to get ahead of this stuff. Now, when artists drop out on me, that doesn't help anything. And we got to scramble again a little bit, but at least from my standpoint, as far as like the scripts and so on, this stuff's done well ahead of time so that the artists can just dive in and roll. So, nice. Trying to just build that up and be a little faster with everything, guys. And then all of this will lead us into next year with the return of Critter. Critter in January, Critterverse all year long, including some spin-offs from Lori Calcaterra, Pat Shand, CB Zane. They'll be doing their own Critterverse books.
Oh wow, that's exciting.
Yep. Next, the BD 17 anthology will be a Critterverse anthology, so it'll be three stories from the Critterverse. Okay. So there's that as well, and then fingers crossed, we should be able to have the Shark book at last next summer.
Okay, mark this moment. I'm excited about a Shark book.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just been too much from last year into this year, and I was talking to Jason. I'm like, look, man, we're just going to push this so we have plenty of time. And he was like, yep, I'm good.
I'm sorry the timing didn't work out for you from some of your original plans, but it's ambitious. This is
it is going to be that. It is going to be that. But again, if we take the time, then we're not rushing. Nobody's behind, and it's just like, let's just take the time we need to take. And yeah, we'll get it done and make a cool product. And then, having worked with these guys with these hardcovers, we'll have that sort of awareness of like, okay, this is what they can do. This is the quality of what they can do. Maybe we give it to these guys again, and we know, they're going to be meticulous again. But if we have the time, the time frame for it, then we'll be fine. It won't be an issue. So, yeah.
Well, I'm bummed that I know it's the last true goth day, essentially. I know there'll be more goth stuff coming on, but that's it. But I am excited to see, because CB always puts in little hidden stuff and Easter eggs, so it'll be fun to see.
The first panel, like when I got the pages, the first panel, I was like, yo, all right, that's fine, I guess.
I love CB.
But yeah, it's all in there. It's all in there.
Cool.
And CB
I'm looking forward to going on an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah. It starts on page 1. And CB right now, along with Wendy Shaner, they have a book going on as well. If you like the horror stuff, they're doing a Frankenstein's The Bride book. I don't know how much longer they have left. I think probably a couple of weeks. But go check out CB's book. He's doing the art. So if you like CB's art that he does for us,
it's good. It goes until the 14th of April.
14th of April. Yeah. So he's got a little over 2 weeks. Yeah. So go check that out. Maybe we'll get CB on a show, and we'll double talk some big dog and some bride stuff in the next week or so. Well, yeah, we cracked 1,000 here in our first 20 odd minutes. So that's nice. Thank you all. Appreciate it. We're gonna go get this thing out into the world. There are stretch goals, of course, so get ready for those. The first one will be, so last time we did our first ever BDI fan stamp, but it's a magnet. So it's a couple inch magnet. So we're going to be continuing to do those. So the first stretch goal will be the next one of those magnets. So keep your eyes open for that. If you want to know about all this stuff well ahead of time, go join our Patreon, patreon.com/Big Dog Inc. There's like 50 of you people in there that are, getting to see all this stuff and getting the special bonuses and the special offers and all that. So go join Patreon. And it's
nice to be special.
That's correct. That is correct. So yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Go enjoy your Saturday, but be sure you pledge as soon as you find this video. The link is live. You can click it, pledge for it. I'm going to go start doing my social media sharing and all that kind of thing. And we'll see you all whenever we happen to see you. Oh, I'll be on JD Calderon's show tomorrow. Everybody should be following JD. He's a good guy. He does great comics of his own. And he does a Sunday night show every Sunday, most Sundays. And I'll be there tomorrow, causing trouble with him. And then on Tuesday next week, I'm doubling up. I have Lori Calcaterra's show Tuesday morning with the Tuesday Morning Brew. And then I am on the Three Geeks podcast later in the night on Tuesday as well. So we're doing the podcast thing. And
double the time, double the fun.
That's right. I'll put that on a shirt. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging with us.